Hello everyone, Jinkeeper here, welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. The normal series this time, not the permadeath. So, I can't click anything, there we go. I thought I'd missed then. So, our rover is on Minmus. What? Why is that there? I thought I crashed that thing. Oh no, that was the other part, wasn't it? Over here, the debris on the other side of Minmus. Maybe I should make that. No, actually no. Judging by how long it took to get a few kilometers on Minmus with the other rover, I don't want to try and get to the other side of Minmus. But yes, our rover is on Minmus, so it's time to actually see how good it is. After this important message from my cat. There we go. You probably didn't hear anything, but the cat wanted to come in. There he is. Okay, hello cat. Every time I record. He probably hears the door close. Anyway, so we've got to try and see how well this thing goes. Now the thermoelectric generators should help with the charge. Something else, by the way. Oh, and I think it should be able to run for about 3 minutes straight with the ion engine on full throttle. I'm not sure how accurate my maths are with that, though. I'm a bit skeptical, but you never know. Though something just before I start, because you're all hot in suspense, and I now have you in the palm of my hand. No, well, you might not be in suspense, I don't know. But something that someone did point out in the comment section. Two things, actually. Number one, I should have used the aeroplane cockpit. The one with the single Kerbal cockpit with the really large area of view. That would have been perfect as a camp, because this thing isn't designed to come back. This is just a transport vehicle, so that would have been great. So that'd do for the 4.1, I suppose, the upgrade for it. Any changes that need doing. And also, I could have put just more thermoelectric generators on it, but another thing is, I didn't really check where the weight was. And yeah, all the weight is actually over here. You can see the camera is offset. There's a lot more weight on the front than at the back. So I'm not sure whether that will actually be a problem. But then to actually balance it out and to be more functional, I could put some more generators around here and shift where the batteries are and stuff. But anyway, let's see how well this thing does. That engine is not active. If I press spacebar, oh, thank goodness, it activates the engine. Okay, and the brakes are on. Just before I wonder why it's not moving. Come on, don't fail me now. There we go. We have some movement. Very, very slow movement. Let's get these panels out. And hope they don't tear off. Though there isn't an atmosphere on Minmus, so they shouldn't tear off. Okay, we are building up some speed. Actually, I should leave that one in. That was like my emergency panel, really. Okay, we're at 3 meters a second. Something that I did notice... Oh, hang on. Turning the SAS off just sped it up a lot. Oh no, I think it was just going a bit faster. Something I did notice was... Oh, I don't know whether the slanted wheels are going to be a hindrance. But on the other iteration of the rover, the Mark III, I was using RCS to propel it and RCS to turn it. Whereas with this one, I'm not using RCS to turn it. Now let me just see what it takes to maintain the speed. About there. No, a bit lower. So let's just see how well this thing turns. Oh, that's not too bad. I can just use the gyros to do that. Good. Good. And we're maintaining speed and yet still gaining energy. Actually, no, we are still speeding up. Let's just retract another set of panels. We're still gaining energy. Can I retract the other one? Yes! Let's see how fast I can go while still gaining energy. There. Nope, just a tiny bit lower. Oh, awesome. So it can actually maintain its speed and actually keep increasing a little bit forever. But if you want it to accelerate, that's when it starts using energy. So let's just accelerate a bit more then. And of course there is the RCS to help. There it is, there's the ports. And of course the abort system is still active. Let's just raise these wheels up, because we don't need them just yet, because of we're not, or just to lower the centre of gravity a fraction, because we don't need them just yet. It's only if we fall over that we'll need them. Although that does then, oops, that does then make our generators a little more vulnerable. No, because the wheel's here. If you look, if you draw a line there, it'll be slanted, but the generators will still be okay. Awesome. Now the maximum speed I can go, ooh, I am really picking up speed now. The maximum speed I could go to in the other rover, yeah, it was 13 meters a second before it decided to kill itself. Though that wasn't on the ice flats. That was on the hilly terrain. So even though this one's more protected, it might still be the same. You know, I am going to actually lower this gear. Just in case. So we're going at 15 meters a second so far. 16. Okay, let's get these panels out. And reduce the amount, because just before we run out of energy, reduce the amount of throttle. Good, the panels have are starting to pick up some light. Good, we're picking up energy and still going quite high throttle. But yeah, with the centre of gravity being slightly forwards, that does mean that the engine is very protected, but the docking port and the actual everything that actually matters isn't. Ah, that was why I didn't use the other cap. So I remember now, because I needed the docking port on it. Like, I could always put one on the side or find some other place to put it, like put it on an extended bar coming out of here or something. So it's like a docking port exclusive to rovers that have to transfer resources. Look how much xenon we've got. Yeah, I did not need that other container, whereas the other battery cell was necessary. We're going at nearly 20 meters a second now. I don't know how fast that is exactly, but it looks pretty fast by this. So let's maintain that speed then, whilst we let the batteries recharge. There's also that we can recharge the batteries while maintaining the speed and actually still accelerating a little bit. Okay, let's just try turning slightly. No, let's not. Okay. Okay, let's turn the throttle off. And try and avoid that rock. So in a straight line it can go very, very fast. Though actually, how fast is the orbital speed for Minmus? Because if you go too fast, I think on the ice flats they're almost perfectly flat. So you can actually go very, very fast on them. Okay, now this is where I get worried and put the solar panels in, because I might roll. We're still going nearly 20 meters a second. Whoa, easy there. Ooh, okay. This is where we lose speed. Now, going uphill is one of the tests I wanted to do with it. How well it can go uphill, if at all. Whoa! Aha! I'm so glad the suspension is good on this thing. Let's just turn the advanced SAS back on. Just to stabilise it. And settle and stabilise. Okay. Yeah, that was one of the tests that I wanted to do with it. Because of a rover that can't go up hills is kind of useless. How far have we come? I can't see the other... Oh, of course, because I didn't actually go there anyway. But we were about there, so we've come pretty far in a very short period of time. Yeah, it's fantastic for going across like salt flats or whatever these are. Ice flats. Whoop. Aha! Now that's why I put advanced SAS in this thing. But if it can't go up there, then we'd need a different mode of transport for a potential base, which is what I'm going to be doing. I'll also be testing this thing on the moon as well. Though judging by its acceleration on Minmus, that is slightly questionable as to how well it will work. But let's just gradually slow this thing down. By slamming the brakes on full. Wow, it does take a while to slow down, doesn't it? Are the wheels still spinning? Yeah, it is a little bit. Oh, it is slowing down a bit faster now. Whoa, mind the rock. But the RCS is kind of the emergency, just everything. Oh, I'm doing a front wheelie. Whoa. It's definitely more stable on the ice flats than the Mark III was on the upper bits there, but this is why I am braking. No, this is why the weight being forwards was a bad idea, because if the weight's back, it would just kind of push the front down slightly and actually help it to stop. But that is why I then put advanced SAS in to help with that, so... Boing. Wow, I can turn it just with a little bit of force. Oh, yeah, brakes. Well done, brain. I'm not going to get the solar panels out just yet. Okay, here we go. Will it go up hills? Yeah, acceleration is pretty poor compared to the other one. Though that is something I could do to balance this thing. Basically put some RCS tanks behind here instead of these. And a couple of more, and another ring of RCS ports. So that basically we've got, they can dock to transfer RCS between themselves. But it's basically for initial acceleration and braking fast if necessary. And helping with turning and thrust. So the ion engine is actually more like a supplement, but the ion engine obviously lasts longer. Wow, this thing has a very slow... I don't know whether the tilt of the wheels has anything to do with that, but it's very slow. And the RCS might even help with actually flying these as well. So if you needed to get up to the top of one of these, you might be able to just fly. But I think the better thing to do would be to actually have dedicated ships to do that, and have rovers on the ice flats and on the bits up here. So if you needed to transfer stuff around, you'd take one of these rovers to one of these landers, and then use the lander to go up. Okay, I'm gonna have to throttle down because of the energy's getting low. Okay. What's going to happen? A lot of slowing down, it looks like. Ah, the RCS helps here. If I just throttle all the way down, so we're actually recharging the battery, and use the RCS. of which we actually have a lot of, thinking about it. That helps a lot. Let's just get these panels out then. Out with recharging the battery and allow me to use the ion engine on a higher throttle. See, I could have RCS refueling stations around Minmus, so that rovers can always refuel their RCS from when they go up these places. Now going down is going to be quite interesting as well. I'll basically try and go over this hill. Oh no, hang on, it's a bigger hill than I thought. Actually, I could go over to there. No, that's way too... Actually, no, wait a minute, it's not even over there, it's over there. No, I won't go over the hill, I'll just sort of go up it and down again, I think. Wait, I wasn't watching my speed. Just try and keep recharging the battery, yep. Wow, this is going to take a while. At least the ion engine is actually helping. Now, that's another thing, I could actually stick a couple of those things on there to double our acceleration and make it maybe possible to go up a hill with just ion engines. I think the hill just got less steep. Okay. Just keep the speed around 10 meters a second then. Oh, these ion engines are actually not too bad. More useful than I thought. Now going down one of these things is going to be fun in a second when I try it. Ooh. But on the moon this might end up being a problem because obviously the moon's gravity is a lot higher than Minmus. Is the ion engine able to do this? Oh, and I'd probably switch these panels to using the shorter ones rather than these long ones. Though the long ones are able to come out to the side here a bit more. Oh, phantom rock. Which of course is a plus, but... I think I can disable the RCS now. But using the shorter ones would prevent them from being damaged if I rolled. Okay, let's just throttle down. Okay, now let's put these panels in and see if I can turn this thing and go down there. Oh boy. Not too quickly. But still still going at quite a high speed. And hopefully without sliding. I think I was sliding round then. This thing has a very high turning circle. Way, well done. Though the advanced SAS is doing a very good job. And the positioning of the wheels as well. The other one would flip out wildly, it would just go for it. Whereas this thing seems to be a lot more controlled. Hey, so I can just enable the advanced SAS whenever I go out of control, like now actually. Aha, now this is where the real test will come in. Okay. Okay, I'm doing a side wheelie. Right. Good, but we're okay. And going faster than the other one could manage before it flipped out. He says, gradually flipping out. Okay. It's going very well, and the batteries are still recharging from the thermoelectric generators. That was it. Because I don't need the iron engine on right now. And we're still picking up speed because we're going downhill. Oops, no, hang on. Right, yes. Oh, that was a bit much. It does like to bounce. Can't wait till proper rover wheels are implemented though. But I doubt that they'd be able to run freely like this. Well, they might do, but these ones you can just push them up as far as they'll go rather than having powered wheels. But I expect they'd have both powered and unpowered wheels. Assuming they're implemented, I don't know. Okay. This is still very good. I'm not sure whether this is driving better because because of it is a better rover, or whether it's driving better because I'm being more careful, and I've learnt off the other one. I think it might be a mixture of both, actually. Okay, some rocks coming up down there. Let's try and steer away from them. Going at nearly 20 meters a second now. I'm picking up speed very fast because this is the steep bit. So let's see how it copes. Oh, boing. Let's see how it copes when this has to level out. Because of course it is very front heavy. And I probably should be braking right now. Whoa! And alley up. Ah, that was good. This thing looks really well. I like it. Now, of course, you can never have fully tested a machine like this until you've tried running it as fast as it will possibly go. And I haven't yet done a really major spin out either. The only issue is that it is a little front heavy, so I know what to do to change this thing. Just basically change the cockpit, shift the centre of mass, add some more RCS. Even though the amount I've actually put on it is quite a decent amount. Even though that section there does look kind of wrong. Anyway, won't go there. Let's... Whoops. I'm not trying to make it spin out, honest. Okay, the advanced SAS helps a lot. Because it doesn't spin out as wildly as the last one did, so you can just enable the advanced SAS if it starts going. And it will correct itself pretty well. So I get myself on a heading sort of like that. Let's just check. Facing about there. Good. Right, let's see how fast this thing can go. Okay, first let's throttle up and... oh yeah, just toggle the advanced SAS. Let's get the solar panels out and get to a point where we're still gradually generating electricity but still being able to throttle up. Still at maximum speed. Are we using any yet? Ah, there we go. No, we're still using a little bit of electricity. Ah, there we go. I could probably use a little bit, I just want it to last a very long time. Okay, that'll do. Actually, no, let's just throttle up all the way. For now. Actually, I could get this solar panel out. Yeah, that slowed it down. Okay, now we're picking up speed really slowly. Now, one of the things that I really do actually want to try with this is getting Jeb out on EVA on here and seeing if he'll actually stay there being blocked by these bits. Just, you know, for the hell of it. Because, of course, this thing's perfectly stable. I could probably just let it go for, well, famous last words, but I probably could just let it roll like this. I also have yet to try out the, well, that's a lot of torque going up. But I've got to try out the abort system as well at some point. I'll probably do that at the KSC. Oh, that's another thing, yes. I'll need to add a drone part to it. It will use a little bit of electricity, but it will allow me to still pilot this thing, even if the pilot is aborted. Or if... no, it's not a lot of sunlight. But yeah, or if the thing if the Jeb crashes or something. No. Crashes? No, that's not the word. If you get, you know, if you lose the rover, if the Kerbal gets out and the rover zooms off into the distance because you've forgotten to put the brakes on or forgotten to put the turn the ion engine off or whatever, you could still switch to it and stop it, and maybe even drive back to the Kerbal. We are going really fast now. I have a solar panel under here, but I'm not going to get it out yet. Because if that's more like an auxiliary one, so we can always flip it onto the side or whatever and get that panel out. So we're going at nearly 30 meters a second. I wonder at what point is it that we end up starting to lift off the ground, because we're going fast enough to do that. Got to watch the energy as well. That's something else I might as well add, just another load of electricity. Still got a ton of xenon gas, that's not going to be a problem. Wow, that is actually not bad. It's only 30 meters a second, but it does look kind of fast here. Where are we then? Wow, that's quite a fast distance, quite a long distance actually that we've already come. We came from there. And we're over there. Once we get down to 100 electricity, I'll just throttle down slightly. Just so we're still increasing speed, but we're replenishing our electric charge a little bit. So probably like about 1/3 throttle. Actually, no, because we've got this panel out, I could probably throttle up a little more. Let's just see if I can zoom out far enough. Because of course you've got to think about the curvature of Minmus and keep resetting the advanced SAS every now and then. Just to compensate for the fact that you'll actually keep tilting around all over the place. Otherwise you actually will start to lift off. Like when you see the front suspension start to go, like then actually I just bounced while resetting the advanced SAS. Wow! I'm going at nearly 40 meters a second. And throttle down. Oh, I just noticed the electric charge. Okay, I can throttle a bit more. About there, that'll do. Actually, it is bobbing around a little bit now. So I'm going to retract this panel and throttle down to about 1/3 throttle. Come on, you can get to 40 meters a second. There we go. I could probably use the RCS and just gun it down here, but I'm not sure how stable that would be. Although it is along the centre line. Let's give it a go. Let's see how far... Ooh. Ooh, yes. Oh, now it's starting to go. You can see it's wobbling around slightly. I think the advanced SAS is probably having a bad time. Let's get this thing to 50 meters a second. There he goes. Now, if I got Jeb out right now, it would be fatal. It would be absolutely fatal. Is it? Oh, yeah, that is wobbling around a little bit. But you see, if I had the pilot cockpit, we could have a good bird's eye view of it from Jeb. A Jeb's eye view, yeah. from Jeb's perspective. Let's get up to... Let's see how fast this thing can go without seriously going wrong. It was 60. Oh, that is getting a little psychedelic now. Okay, we're up to 60. The suspension's lifting off the front here. Look at the speed of the wheels. Oh, okay, yes. I think we're lifting off. Because the advanced SAS is really having a little bit of trouble here. Okay, I've set it slightly lower. Okay, I'm putting the panels in. I'm putting the panels in and throttling down a little. Okay, we're still replenishing power. Good. So we've only throttled down a little bit. Oh, hang on a minute, where are we? That's over there. Wait a minute, what? What is that? Where is it? It must be around here, so, unless that is that. And I'm actually going to hit something. Oh no, hang on, that is that. That must be that? What is that? Where is that? And we're going past it quite fast, actually. We're still gaining speed. Let's get up to 70 meters a second. I don't know how fast that is in real life terms. When I start to see this go a little haywire, I know there's a bit of a problem. Like it's trying to pitch up a little bit. A little bit much for comfort, really. Okay, we're at 70 meters a second. That's like, oh, there we go. It's starting to use the, hang on, we're lifting off slightly. Okay, I've set the... Good, I think that's a little bit better. It's having to control the yaw now. Slowing down is going to be interesting. Oh no, that is that. Oh, of course, that's slightly slanted, so I'm going that way. So that actually is that. So we've crossed this entire section quite quickly, actually. This is a very fast form of transport, but very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And actually, it's completely autonomous because I could leave this going indefinitely. And it would keep going and going and increasing speed. And eventually the advanced SAS would give up and start, you know, it'd wheelie and then it would start lifting off, I expect. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. How fast would it have to go to start flying? Oh boy, hang on. That's land. Am I going to hit that? Or am I going to go straight past it? Let's just get up to 80. There we go. 80 meters a second. Let's try and get up to 100. Okay, that's going a little haywire. Nothing to worry about, Jeb. Nothing to worry about. Wow, this is going fast so quickly. Okay, no, we're going to hit it. Okay. Brakes. And... brace for impact. Oh gosh, no, brace for impact. Brace for impact. Okay. But. Oh boy. Oh, look at that thing go. You see, now that's why I built the abort mechanism in this thing. Where's this going to land? Oh, good. Okay. Let's just go over to this for a second. That's going to go very, very far. You see, now this is where putting a rover in this would be useful. What actually exploded? Oh, it was the generator on the bottom. I see. Yeah, that's got a way to go before it actually comes down. I want to see what happens to this. Ah, it's coming down now. That was quite cool. So we got up to about 85 meters a second, I think it was, which was very, very cool. Let's just see what happens to this. And it's good to know that the abort system does work, and it went very well. Because then I can just use Jeb's... Oh! I can then just use Jeb's RCS pack to bring him home. That was a very painful way of braking. But you see, now there, because if we'd lost one set of wheels, I would have still been able to drive, because there's another two sides we can use, and then there's all the solar panels are still intact. Not that that really matters right now. Oh, and the ion engine's still active, is it? No, it's not. Why is it losing power? Two of the generators are still on. Or is it... No, I have no idea. Why is it still losing power? Unless it actually is throttled up. Oh, maybe the SAS is still on or something. I don't know. I have no idea. Something is powered and too many generators have fallen off to power it. Whee! Oh, that's not going to end well. This is the slowest crash I have ever seen. And also the highest. Yeah, that. Oh, and also angling up the abort mechanism was a very good call. I think that actually, I don't think that other bounce we actually lost anything. So that did actually work because of the wheels. Yeah, we're not losing anything because the wheels absorbed all the rest of the impact. And it took an incredible. It took over 100 meters a second, I think. I don't actually know what the speed was, but it took a very, very hard hit to actually blow one of the sets of wheels off, and nothing else has been damaged so far. I mean, look at that. Oh, I can't warp. But yeah, so actually that is pretty... If I'd left Jeb on there, he might still be alive. Yeah, there's a good chance that he'd still be alive. But at least aborting was a surefire way to make sure that he definitely was. Hey, there we go. Actually, that's even better. If instead of using a decoupler, I actually used a docking port, a docking clamp, and struts, then it would actually be possible to use a ship that could attach to the mini docking port on the front to actually bring the front back onto the front of the rover. I mean, it wouldn't have the abort mechanism anymore and all that sort of stuff. Hey, it's actually intact. Wow. It's only lost a couple of generators and a set of wheels, but it's still fully functional. See? It's even landed on its front wheels. It's fully functional, fully operational. Minus the cockpit. Oh, hang on. Where is that going? Okay. Right, now it's time to get rid of this. Let's just EVA Jeb, get him off. Because, yeah, then I can actually rescue Jeb. There he goes. Yeah, I can actually then rescue Jeb. And get him... Whoops. Nope, don't want to do that. Yeah, and then attach his pod back onto the front of the rover. I wish I knew how fast I was going. I think I've slowed down a lot. Woo. Yeah, yeah. We got plenty of pack fuel for this. Plenty. In fact, so much I'm going to land over here somewhere. Okay, that will do. And time warp. Okay. Right. This is actually a perfect test because I tested everything about the rover and its safety, and the abort mechanism works perfectly. So a few modifications like changing the cockpit, adding docking ports, a drone pod, making sure it's all nice and laid out properly, and the weights distributed evenly, and you know, all sorts of things like that, and it would actually be perfect. Whoa, sorry, Jeb. Okay, he's got half his jetpack fuel left. Though that was not only an abort system, but also an incredibly fast initial speed. So that's decelerating. And actually, I did use a little bit more pack fuel than was necessary. So that's decelerating from over 140 meters a second there. So yeah, a few minor well, fairly major, but you know, pretty sensible modifications. And this would be almost a perfect transport system. So then all I have to do is make the flyers that can then pick things up, like sky cranes, and we can start building a base on the moon. Actually, I've got to test the thing on the moon, haven't I? Okay, that'll probably be next episode. Whoops, I didn't mean to put that away. I'd probably survive this drop quite easily. And down you come. What's that? Ah, yeah. You know, I'll send a rescue ship down to rescue Jeb, but I'll probably try and use as much of Jeb's pack fuel as possible to get him as close to that as possible, to see whether or not I can meet it again. But anyway, Jeb is fine. He's absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with him. Well, nothing officially wrong with him. You never know, he might be traumatized. He's a bit balmy anyway. And down this comes. But yes, this is a perfectly successful test. So we'll just watch this explode, and then I'll end the episode. So next episode we'll be rescuing Jeb again. But also we'll see if we can actually find, actually in the same episode, go to the bit that was left. And smash. Yeah, we'll go to the other bit of it. What? How did that survive? Oh, it'll probably smash. But yeah, we'll try and find the piece of the rover that's survived. And yes, so I will go back to the Space Center. So awesome, we got the subject for next episode. It feels a bit of a deja vu with this rover, but in a good way. So subscribe for more, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.